Okay, so our next book report is going to be a website. So I'm just going to bring up the marking sheet, which is underneath assignments, dear, and January. And it's this one right here. Okay, so you're going to have, you'll see that looks very, very, very much like all the other marking sheets with a few just different changes. So it says your home page must have a picture, must have the author's name and title of the book. So we are going to be using a website called Weebly. So if you just search for Weebly and then you click on the link. Oh, I'm logged in, sorry, I'm going to log out. So you get to this page, then you click on the login. Login, and you type in your username and password. So I've made up a fake student, called him Joe Blow. Alright, and it looks like I have to sign in twice. No. The reason I picked .rve is that there was somebody named Joe Blow already in Weebly. Chances are there won't be somebody with your first name and last name. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a site. So I'm going to click on this orange button. And I'm going to call this site my January book report. Now I think what it's going to do is going to just take all the spaces that I put in. I think it's going to take them away automatically. Okay, so here's my home page. It puts in a default picture. This looks like, I think it's the roof of some building. You know, here are the beams and so on. If I don't like that picture, I'm going to change this picture to something else. So I'm going to just click on the edit the image. I'm going to add my own image. I'm going to upload it from my computer, and I'm going to take it from another novel because I know I have lots of pictures of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. If I can find, there it is. And I think I will use that as my header for my page. Now I can resize that, but you'll see that if I drag it too big, that the only thing that's going to be visible on my page is what we see in white. So it's, you know, it's not, you're going to have to try to play around with it until you get a spot that you're happy with. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to add some text. So I'm going to click on, no, you know what, I'm okay. I'm just going to leave this as my top of my page. I'm going to save to all pages. So now I'm in the home page and I want to add something. Well, I want to add a picture with some text. So if I drag over to the right hand side, my toolbar disappears. If I go to the left hand side, my toolbar does appear. So this is what I want to use. I want to use an image and a text, so I'm just going to drag and drop that there. And now I can type. Okay? If I decide I don't want this thing here anymore, I can move it, or I can copy it, or I can delete it. Now, going back to my title, I need, on my first page, all I need is to have the author's name and the title of the book. Okay? And I have to have a picture. Here, I'm going to make this bigger. Okay, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to insert a picture by dragging and dropping this here. And then I click on upload picture, and now I'm going to find here's I think that's the title page of the book. Yeah, close enough. And then I need to put in the author and the title. Now I want to put that in between. I want to put it up here. Okay, and you'll see that the spelling works. It's underlined. I had a spelling mistake there. I can also mess around with my font. I could put it middle. I can change the colors. I can make it bold and italicize, and I can underline it. I can do all those things and get it the way I want. Okay, so let's say that's my first page. So now I need to, and I'm not going to do this for every page, I'm just going to show you. So I'm going to make a second page for characters. So I'm going to click on pages, and I'm going to call it, I'm going to click on add a page, add a standard page, and I'm going to call it characters. And I'm going to click on save and edit. So it should, whoopsie,
Yeah, you spelled it
I
wrong.
spelled it wrong. So I'm going to have to edit that. So here's my character page, and I'll fix the spelling later. But on my character page, what do I have to have? I have to have a picture of the character or the characters and describe each character in a paragraph. So I'm going to grab this device here because it has a picture and a text. Drag and drop it. Did I miss it? Drag and drop. There it is. And I'm going to grab a picture of one of the characters, Edmund. Edmund is blah, 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 blah. Okay, now I have more than one character, so I'm going to need to drag in another one of these for my second character. Character 2. Click on picture, grab a picture from another character, the professor, and so on. Okay, so that's really basically all you have to do for your website. You'll see that at the top it automatically puts in a navigation. Okay, so home, characters. I might as well put in one more page. Add a page. If you like, drag pages to the right to create subpages. Okay, I don't want to drag that. Okay, what's after characters? Plot? Is that what it is? Setting? Okay. Yeah, right, setting. Save and edit. And so you can see I got my home page. There's my home page. Here's my characters page. And here's my setting page. Okay? So that's how you put in all your pages. So you're going to do a settings page, a plot page. You notice that every page has to have a picture, an author's page, an evaluation page, a credit page. Now, because this is a website, we don't want to share personal information. So you do not include your full first name. You can put down by Ed, but not Ed Sterl, okay? And you do not put in a picture. Now, the other thing that you have to know about crediting is that you're going to have, now that you know about plagiarism and so on, you need to provide credit for every picture that you use, okay? This is something new. So, what you can do is you can use a hyperlink to send the viewers to the page that you got your picture from. Hint, when you're collecting your pictures, you should drag and drop the website for where you got them into a folder. That way you'll have a record of the picture. So, here's my Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe picture folder. What you should do as you're searching for images, click on images, and let's say this is the picture I want. After you saved it, you should click on this visit page so that you actually go to the actual spot where you got the actual picture, right here. This is where it comes from. And then what you do is you resize that, and you resize this, and then all you do is you drag and drop the website. So now you've got a record as to where you got that picture from, okay? Because what you're going to have to do in your website is you have to have a credits page. So I'm just going to add one more page here, call it credits. Now, for the credits page, what you can do is you could put in some text. Actually, I just want text without the picture. Oopsie. I just want this text, just plain old text. Okay, and I'm going to say picture of Edmund. And what I want to do is I want to put a link to where I got the picture of Edmund. Okay, I should do it because I got it. Picture of book cover. So let's say I got the book cover from here. All I would do is I would highlight and copy this web address, and I would highlight these words, and just like on our blog, you click on the link and you paste the website you got it in and save. And now when we visit our website, people can click to find out where did you get your picture from. Okay, so last thing, you need to have a picture on every page. You need to have a link to another website. Oh, you need to put in a video. So I'm going to put a video in on my homepage. And I need to find the video by scrolling down until I get to the YouTube gadget. And I'm going to drop it, I think I'll put it down here. So I'm going to drag and drop the YouTube right here. And then I would just find a video about The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Let's say it's this one. I'm just going to copy and paste it into excuse me. Now by default it puts this generic one. So if I click on something, now I forgot how to do this. So what I learned is what's important is that you have to draw, you got to put in your YouTube, you have to have your link copied first. So drag and drop your YouTube in there. And then double click. No, not double click.
Right click?
I don't think so. It's something. Is it this? There it is. So you click on the little arrow here and you click on setting. No, you don't. Okay, I gotta pause again. Okay, so once you've met all the criteria, you're just going to click over here on publish, and you're just going to go with the default here. It says use a subdomain of Weebly. So you're going to click on that, and you're going to give your website a title. Now you can see that it's telling you if that name is available. Now, so if I just said, for example, if I called it practice, my guess is that's probably not available. Yeah, somebody already has made a website on Weebly.com called practice, but nobody has made a website called my January book report. Now, unfortunately, if I select this, none of you can select it. So I am going to select it. You're going to have to come up with, I would just say the name of your book report. It would be fine. So anyways, going to click on continue. Then select a website type. It is education. It is a class project, and continue. And then if I want to see what it actually looks like, I can click on the actual link. It'll open it up, and this is what it actually looks like. You'll notice that the toolbar is gone. The spelling mistake is still there. Now, you can see here that if I clicked on the link that I made to the book cover, it should open up the page where I found my picture, and that's all that's all about. And making that link was exactly the same as making a link in your blog sites.
Can you
Okay?
go and fix it up?
Okay, I figured out how to edit your video. So, once again, make sure you've copied the link to the video. And then once you drag the video gadget on, all you have to do is click on it, and it pops up a little window here where you can